All right, so now I'm gonna show you how to make the chocolate cream filling. It's almost like a chocolate pudding, but it's really good and it complements the yellow cake really, really well. So again, you will do this also. I already have my mise en place ready. So I have combined in my little baggie 18 grams of cocoa powder, cornstarch, which is gonna serve as your thickener, and which is 12 grams, and then a pinch of salt. So I've already incorporated that. I'm gonna put that in my bowl. All right, we're gonna make a nice smooth paste. Okay, so the paste is gonna, to make it into a paste, we're gonna add heavy cream, and we're gonna add 120 grams. All right, I'm gonna mix that right in. So we're using cream opposed to milk because it's gonna be a little bit thicker, and it's gonna add really good flavor. All right, again, I'm throwing everything away. I'm gonna take a rubber scraper, and cocoa powder does not like to incorporate into anything, so you kind of have to force it. So it will take you just a minute. All right. And then to this, you're gonna add your yolk. So a yolk, the objective is to thicken. All right. So eggs, as you've learned, is multifunctional. The yolk is just for thickening. So our thickener in here is our cornstarch, and then we're also gonna add that yolk. The yolk will also help provide a little bit of richness and flavor. Okay, so you can see this is what I mean by a paste. So you would not want to eat this right now. It will not taste good because there's no sugar in here. All right, it's just setting the tone for our nice chocolate filling. Okay, which will go in the center of your beautiful cake, your first homemade cake. So now I'm going to add in my yolk. All right, again, dispose of the white. We just want the yellow part. I'm going to throw this away. And then I'm going to mix this all together. All right. As this is mixing, we have another liquid mixture that's going to need to be heated. So your partner should be heating up the milk, whole milk, and we're gonna do 8 ounces. And then we're gonna add in sugar. So it's gonna be like a sugared, sweetened milk mixture. See how nice and smooth that yolk makes that? It's like, oh my God, this is so beautiful. Like, food is so beautiful. All right, so now in here, I'm gonna add in, I'm gonna do low. Always start low. Do not preheat it. Students sometimes think that they can preheat this. So I'm gonna add my 8 ounces of milk. I'm gonna use whole milk, that's the red one. It has more fat content, so it just has more flavor. Honestly, if you use 2%, which is the blue, it'll be fine. It just won't have as much flavor. All right, and then I'm gonna add in 50 grams of just granulated sugar, which is just the white sugar. All right, and then I'm going to mix this just until the sugar is dissolved and you start seeing bubbles on the side. So you don't want it to be too hot because we don't want to, scramble our egg, but you want it just enough warm. All right, so we'll be right back. All right, so this is heated. You can see the little tiny bubbles on the side. You see a little bit of steam coming up. I'm going to turn this off, and then I'm going to just add this word temper again, okay? So I'm gonna add just a little bit to this to gradually bring the heat of this up. Be very careful, you don't want to spill everywhere, okay? And then I'm going to add a little bit more. So again, this is warm and this was cold. So I'm gonna add a little bit more. Okay, now I'm bringing up this heat so it doesn't scramble the eggs. Okay, I'm gonna add all of this now. All right. And then we're just mixing it so it all dissolves. And then now we have a very liquidy mixture, okay? We need it to thicken, so we need to apply it back to the heat. So you're gonna put it back on here, again, very low too. You don't need to clean it in between, okay? And now your partner is going to clean this bowl, and one partner is going to wash this. You have to babysit it. It gets hot spots, and you don't want this to burn. It will not be smooth. So we'll be right back. All right, so we are back, and I have been whisking it, and students are always like, it's not getting thick, it's not getting thick. You just gotta give it time. It took about 5 minutes, and I had it at a 2. I used a whisk to make sure it breaks up, so it's nice and, you don't want clumps. So now I'm going to take it off the heat, all right? and you are gonna whisk in your vanilla off the heat. So the reason why you whisk in a flavoring agent like this off the heat is this will cook off in the heat. So this, as it's cooling, you add in your vanilla, and then it leaves a nice aftertaste of vanilla on your palate. All right, so just to complement the chocolate. All right, so I added that in, throw that away, whisk that together, and then we are going to put your chocolate cream filling into a baggie. So I open it like so. All right, very carefully. You are going to pour this in, just like so. If you're unsure if it's thick enough, just ask your teacher. It will thicken more as it cools. And then you'll store this for the assembly day. All right, so make sure you label. And then next, I will show you how to make the frosting. We'll be back.